Hello, Satnam. Hope you all are having a beautiful, bountiful, blissful day today. I wanted to go live and do a reading. First one since the new year. And wow, I can't believe that we are 16 days into this new decade. And I don't know about all of you, but it's been profound. It's been energetically so dynamic and sometimes incredibly intense. But it was on my heart to come be live with you and do a reading for today. So I'm sending you all lots of love, lots of light. And I Palo Santo the space, Palo Santo the decks, just to cleanse and clear the space. I'm going to tune in with just a little breath. Just align myself, ground myself in the moment. And I'm going to call in all of our guides, our ancestors who love us unconditionally, those beings of love and light and support that love us unconditionally, for the goddesses and gods who love us unconditionally, for Source, for the Fae, for all the guardians of the earth and angels to be with us and guide us and send in the messages that are going to uplift us and help us through these current times and challenges. A great time of healing and transformation and personal empowerment. Yay. Yay, that feels so good. So I'm going to start with the fairies. Got my Mystic Fairy Tarot. Let's see. Let's see what the fairies have to say. What messages for the collective do you have for us? We have the Seven of Wands. Fire energy. Two people working together. Discussing how to move forward. You can see them. Looks like they want to help this dragon. And they're like, how can we work together? How can we move our passions forward? What can we do to collaborate? We are stronger as a whole. Mool, Two of Swords, air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I love how that they're just caressing and looking at the rose with a sort of awe and wonder. The decision, twos for me, are very much about decisions. Let's see, so we have 7, we have 2. Fairies, what messages do you have for the collective to help us on our journey as we love? Whoop. Sometimes the cards like to show. Oh, okay. So a few cards popped out. We have the High Priestess sitting on her throne, using her intuition, looking within. So that's how we make wise choices. We have the Queen of Swords, more air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. I love her. Very no-nonsense queen, a very astute queen. We have the 8 of Wands, boldly moving forward in vulnerability. And see those wands are firing at him, but he has no armor. He's just got the higher ground. He's riding the dragon. So maybe you're using your discernment in who you partner with, using your intuition with who you trust, and sticking to the higher ground. We had the 2 of Wands come out in the reverse. I'll let you see upright. So more fire energy. And to me, this is making a decision when it's concerned to your passions. Maybe like withholding from making that decision. Followed by the 6 of Cups. Water energy. She's holding that bubble in her hand, kind of playing the water around it. It has a very like dreamy, daydreamy quality to me. Not so much bored, but a very observatory feeling to this card right now, like observing your emotions. I think that has a lot to do with the High Priestess, really tapping into our intuition and really taking on the Queen of Swords energy, because the Queen of Swords uses her discernment. She knows, she's very observant. She doesn't make judgments quickly. She allows things to play out in front of her. She watches patterns. She watches behaviors. She watches dynamics on a greater scale. And she knows what serves her because she's learned many lessons. And she knows what doesn't serve her. And so it's like, even though people may be coming at you, you're strong in your vulnerability. And you're using your wisdom in who you collaborate with. Because people may come at you, they always do, especially if you're trying to live your passions and live your truth. I'm going to go into the Goddess deck and the Goddess Tarot here. And I'm going to get some goddesses to expand. Ooh. They gave us 2 cards. We have the 9 of Cups upright and popped out with the 9 of Pentacles in reverse. So maybe we have 2 situations, one that feels emotionally fulfilling, a dream come true, and that rainbow. And then we have the 9 of Pentacles, which is, that blossoming abundance. Material things have to come up. It's a water and earth, but we have a giving and receiving dynamic, I feel like, going on, where we actually have a couple different scenarios going on. One where we have to give abundance to receive the emotional fulfillment. And 2, we have a situation where we feel like we can have emotional abundance, but maybe not the financial abundance in a situation. And we want to get this card upright so that we have the emotional abundance as well as, the earthly 3rd-dimensional abundance as well. Let's see if we can get a little more clarity from the goddesses on the decision that we're facing. We have card number 15, Temptation. And then we have, which almost feels like what we're facing and what is called for. And I feel a little tension on my throat chakra. So avoiding temptations that would shut down your throat chakra, and coming into balance. We have temptation and balance, which I think is really interesting that they come up, because temptation, they could be perfectly good things, but balance is key. And number 15, this is also the devil card, I think, for this deck. In traditional tarot, when we look at when we're looking at the traditional tarot, we're looking at the devil card, we're looking at what binds us, and it could be addictions, it could be habits, patterns, programs. And especially when we are transforming, sometimes there's this back and forth, but it's bringing ourselves into balance. I love the water in this card. So she's pulling up the waters, and water really does help bring us into balance. Whether it's our bodies drinking water, too much caffeine, drink some water. Too much sugar, drink some water. Too much anything, drink some water. I'm a huge water advocate. We're 70 to 80% water. If we're drinking anything else, it's just because we enjoy it, not because we need it. We need oxygen to our cells. And water has that beautiful oxygen molecule in it. I get so much from water. Let's see if the goddesses have anything else on, us using our wisdom, or using our intuition to make these decisions, to being in balance, so that we can get the emotional fulfillment and the earthly fulfillment as well. What do we have to do to make that Nine of Pentacles upright? What do we Queen of Wands. Very passionate queen. But I love her staff because it has all the beautiful green glowing from it. All the beautiful opportunities of her passions, of her desires, of her creativity. She has the power of the sun. You see on the hem of her skirts, she has suns on her hems. She's adorned with that gorgeous solar power. Ooh. Oh wow. I didn't realize this, but we have a pair that popped out together. We have the King of Staves. So this is the King and Queen of Wands. So we have a partnership here. we have a beautifully fiery couple. Now this could be there doesn't necessarily have to be two different fire signs. It doesn't necessarily have to be a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. It could be. It could be in your case. Um, you know, because kings and queens have gone through a lot to get to the point of being a king or a queen. So there is a lot of wisdom and journeying that has gotten them to be the king and queen of their passions, of their creations, their creativity. But this could also be a balance of the lunar creative aspect and the solar creative aspect. So when it comes to your creativity, when it comes to your passions, it could totally be a balance of your masculine and feminine energies in this fiery, creative energy. Because sun, solar, yang energy. I'm sorry about that, everyone. I don't mean to tilt the cards that way. And then we have, the queen, that yin, lunar, receptive energy. And when it comes to creativity, there's an experience that is necessary to push us forward. That just came through. Yeah, this experience necessary to push us forward, and we're really being called to stand in our queen and kingliness on a very individual, sovereign way, especially when it comes to our creativity and our drive. And the experience gives these kings and queens wisdom, even though, fire signs, we typically associate the hermit as wise, the high priestess is wise, the hierophant is wise. But when we get into kings and queens and emperors, there is a wisdom, even if it's purely from experiential wisdom that they have and that they've gleaned from their various projects and creativities that have gotten them this king queen nature. So we want our physical abundance too. There's a certain level of mastery of self mastery when it comes to our passions that is going to move us forward right now. Let's see, goddesses, do you have any other messages for the collective during this Libra moon transit? We have the Queen of Swords coming out again. She popped out in the reverse. So we have a Queen of Swords in the upright, and we have a Queen of Swords in the reverse. And when the Queen of Swords is in reverse, we have one upright and one in reverse. I guess, there's a duality and a polarity where I'm taking a moment because I feel really called to just look at these two cards together. And I notice that the Queen of Swords from the fairy deck, she's, rather than holding a sword, she's holding a harp. And that makes me think of the ethereal vibrations, tones. When you listen to a string instrument, how it carries on the air and how it hits your ear. It's all very ethereal. And she makes decisions from that etheric space. And then we have the Queen of Swords from the Goddess deck, who's holding a sword, her sword of discernment. And she's looking ahead. And when I see a sword, I think of the first three chakras: root, sacral, solar plexus chakras, the more masculine yang chakras, and I have kind of like this complete energetic polarity kind of the ethereal and receptive and the yang and the giving, projective. So you could either be dealing with a Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. One being in the upright, using her discernment, using her wisdom to move forward, and then you could have another one, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius, who's not using her wisdom, not using her or his discernment to make a decision in this passion project. But I still keep going back to like a complete energetic system. Like maybe our air signs are really just working on upper and lower triangles right now. And what I mean by that is your lower triangle is your root, sacral chakra, solar plexus chakra, your first three chakras. And then your upper triangle is your crown, third eye, throat. And the two triangles meet in the center, which is your heart. Which is beautiful. Let me put this over here. Now this is a great time for balancing, especially if we want to have the energy, that fire creative energy to move forward and make these decisions. balance helps us understand and integrate the intuitive messages that are coming in. Let's see, goddesses, do you have any other messages for the collective? Help us in our highest path. That is too many cards. They threw the book at me. We have the Six of Swords and Beginnings, Tara. Okay. Yeah, this really brings things full circle for us with, who we want to work with, using our intuition, overcoming obstacles with the Eight of Wands. We have, the Two of Swords in the upright. We have the Two of Wands in reverse. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, the Nine of Cups upright. We really do have like this crazy balancing act going on of, the old energies and our old habits and our old patterns and our new practices, our new patterns that strengthen us. This great need to use our discernment right now, because what popped out was another Six of Swords. You see she's on the boat, she's looking in the water, there's birds in the sky. And even though Six of Swords isn't strictly about messages, to me it is an omen that's like divine messages, an omen that we want to be moving forward to calmer waters. And it is followed by and confirmed by Tara, new beginnings. So we're really on a threshold of something right now, where we can get the emotional fulfillment and the material fulfillment. Because we live in a reality where we can manifest all of our needs, wants, and desires. And when we're living in alignment, then we do manifest both. I'm going to call in and get some. I'm going to start with the animals. Our spirit animal oracle. I love them. I love them so much. And let's see. What messages do you have for the collective in regards to this Libra transit? Whoa. Oh, yay! The divine is here and singing to all of us. With Canary Spirit, sing your own song. Card number 12. Boil it down to a 3. 3 is a very creative number. And I love it. Like, sing your own song. That's honestly why we're here. To shine our light. To really break down the old programs and burn the boxes of yesterday and really just sing the song of our soul. 2020 is a huge year for that, everyone, and I know you're feeling it. I know you're feeling it. I felt it in 2019, and it's like, that was like the dress rehearsal. This is like, readjust your crown as much as you need to, but it's showtime. In so many ways. In so many ways. Ooh. Lion spirit. Let's be generous of spirit. Beautiful. One more center. 37, which is a 10, which is 1 magnified by 0. Now it's getting into some tantric numerology. The 10 is a completion. So it really is like that beginning and ending is so, the line is so thin. You almost can't tell where something ends and the other thing begins. And I love the line in this card. This beautiful, strong energy. Kind of reminds me of Aslan from the Chronicles of Narnia. You know, we're all called to be strong and noble, like the lion. And a strong, open heart. The time to be giving, to be generous, to be kind. And we came out with Dog Spirit 19, which is also a 10, so we have 10-10. Talking about completions and endings and beginnings and listening to our intuition. Be loyal to what you love. I love border collies, they're so sweet. Okay, I love animals, they're so sweet. Just look at the way that those eyes just say, I love you. And that love, that unconditional love that you feel, like especially if you have a dog or an animal, and you come home and it could have been 20 minutes, or it could have been 8 hours, and they're so excited to see you and they love you so much, and you feel that love in your heart. I love you so much. I'm so happy to see you too. Like, heart explode every day. And you know, that's what we should be loyal to. And if you're ever questioning your loyalties, what loves you like that? What holds that unconditional love? What, you know, makes your heart explode or set your heart on fire, you know? Whether it's your passions, like whether they're artistic passions or you're a teacher in service of some way. You know, a lot of times what we do in the world, we do it because we love it. Now, I know there are a lot of people who are like, oh, you're really lucky if you do what you love. I'm going to say something right now. I'm not lucky to do what I love. I made a decision to do what I love. And I make a decision to do what I love every single day. I have a devotion to what I love. Because I did the whole like roll your eye jobs at you. Like, why am I doing this? Why am I here? You can't be loyal to that. You know, that job you hate. It's not giving you anything. It's killing you. You know, so if we have a habit that's like we give energy into it and it doesn't feed us back, it doesn't make our heart explode, it doesn't breed a sense of fulfillment, then we're being loyal to the wrong thing. And we need to be loyal to what we love. You know, we have this beautiful life. We live in this beautiful world. And we are lucky enough to be creative beings with free will. And we have a choice. We have choices that we can make every day. And I choose love. And it is a choice. I'm not going to pretend that it's not a choice, you know. I've made many decisions that were not loving in my past. You know, human, we have to cut ourselves a break, be compassionate with ourselves, know better, do better. But, we have to choose love every single day. We get to choose to be loyal to the vibration of love every day. And when we do the things that light us up, it is easy to be generous of spirit because we're happy, right? You know, and that happiness attracts goodness and good things. And so you be singing your song, being loyal to what you love, and the universe is like, yes, more of that. We need to raise that up. And you're going to be like, I want everyone to join me on this. No, there's restraint. Yes, absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. Healthy, clear boundaries in our generosity. Meaning, you give from the overflow of your cup. That you make sure your cup stays filled up. And when we're being loyal to what we love, when we're singing our own songs, when our cups fill up. We're feeding ourselves, we're not expecting anyone else to feed us. You know, there's this song at the end of Phantom of the Opera, and it used to make me cry. Now this is the Phantom of the Opera with Charlie Butler. And it was, child of the wilderness, born into loneliness. Child of the wilderness, yeah, born into loneliness. Learn to be lonely. Learn to be your one companion. And it hit me so hard. I was like, there's learn to be your own best friend. And that partnership is so important, but at the end of the day, one of our biggest relationships, one of our most important relationships is our relationship with ourselves and being our own best friend, really being our own cheerleader is what gets us through, the daily baby steps of realizing our dreams, of bringing our dreams to fruition. Not everyone has a huge, massive support system. So learning to, at your very foundation, be your own best friend and your own support, then when you come in contact with others, I feel good, I feel confident, this is what I bring to the table, and I sing my own song, this is me, I'm loyal to this, my heart, my soul, my truth. Then it makes other relationships will come a lot more easy. And even if they don't, you don't necessarily need them. So, porcupine spirit, time for a beginner's mind. And with Tara and this new beginnings, a lot of us are going maybe taking on something new, where having that, what I love about beginner's mind is it's that childlike wonder, and maintaining that childlike wonder, that mind that's open to learning. You went into like preschool and you're like, okay, I'm gonna learn some colors and some shapes, and it's great. And then they make some new friends. We'll see where it goes. I'm not too worried about it. I'm just open. I'm open and ready to learn. And that is a beautiful, dynamic, and creative space to be in right now. Because when we can have that beginner's mind, no matter what decision we make, we're coming from the heart space. We're coming from this openness, this receptive, more feminine energy. Let's see if there's anything else with this porcupine, any other spirit animal messages. Collective, that is a book. I love when they send books at me, like, here, take like half the deck. No. Something clear and concise, shine clearly, stream clearly. One more card. Oh, okay, 2 more cards. Beaver spirit, lay a solid foundation. Gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. And this speaks to the thoroughness of like this kind of Capricornian energy that we're with, as we have this beginner's mind, as we're going about this new beginning, we're making sure that we're laying a solid foundation for ourselves, that we are grounded in our endeavors, that we cross our T's and dot our I's, and make sure we have every little thing aligned so that what we're building is something strong to lay upon. But while we're doing this, we have 2 6s. So this is a 6 card. And then we have Sandpiper Spirit, which is 51, is also a 6. So we have 2 6s, 3 6s, 4 6s, yeah, in this reading altogether we have 4 6s, and 6 is a number of balance. It is an innately feminine number. It has to do with the material world. And, being in Capricorn season right now, even if it's the tail end of it, we're still working with that creative, earth-based energy where we are, taking small action steps every day, working a little bit every day to achieve, balance, to achieve the fruitions, to achieve and nurture our desires and our goals for 2020. But Sandpiper Spirit says be playful. So there is a playful, joyful quality to the work that we're doing. It makes a whistle while you work. Yeah, Snow White and the 7 Dwarfs totally came into my head when I was thinking of the Sandpiper Spirit. And, even when we're doing these tasks, there's a lot of joy in following our passions and, the 3-dimensional aspects of making, our soul missions real in the 3rd dimension. So we get these dreams, we get our ideas, and they're all up in, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 feet, and you're just like, we just roll it back down, we just roll it down, we just bring it down out of the hot air balloon and do the steps so that I can have it right here in the 3D, where it's, tangible and in my, I can see it, I can feel it, I can taste it, I can touch it. And just why it's so important to have those sensory experiences in your manifesting too. Just be playful. Be playful. Whistle while you work. Find the joy in these action steps. I'm going to move over to the Follow Your Light Oracle and see what our guides. Whoa, okay. I think they want to tell us a story. I'm not surprised since we had the Temptation card out from earlier. We have, and please excuse the puppy in a house full of roommates. It's how it is sometimes. But protection. Cut the cords, call your power back. Soul retrieval. So we are protected as we're making these decisions, as we're listening to our intuition. But there may be situations where people are coming at you where you're just going to have to realize you are the eye of the storm. You are that calm, still center. Your power is here within you. And we don't have to give it away to anyone or anything. Nothing can disrupt us or disturb us unless we allow it. And so, we call our power back when something's triggering for us. So we can sit with it, we can look at the trigger, we can get to the root of the why and the where. And really be like, oh no, I'm safe. I'm in the here, I'm in the now. And we can it may be a time for a lot of us where we're cutting cords, things that no longer serve us, so that we can call our power back. Because we can give our power away to many things, people, locations, jobs, our vehicles, our belongings. There's a lot that we can give our power away to. And this is just a time of calling all that power in. It came out with the crumbling, so what are we clinging to? This is a card of reflection, a card of being really real with ourselves, of what is serving us and helping us grow, helping us expand, helping us lead more fulfilling lives, bring those miracles in. Because we're being asked to break the chain. So many of us are healing ancestral patterns, traumas. We're rewriting our futures. And when we do heal ourselves, we heal generations. So when we cut the cords, we call our power back, we look at what we're clinging to. We're actively making a decision to break chains. Ancestral trauma, whether it's your patriarchal line, your father's side of the family, or your matriarchal line, your mother's side of the family. Our cells remember, and our cells are looking to tell a new story. We have the priestess coming out again, double confirmation. Gorgeous, gorgeous. How are you being called to step up and lead? Are you a teacher? Are you a humanitarian? Are you an earth guardian, earth angel? Are you a person of the people, like a true person of the people, a true servant of the people? Do you feed our hungry? Do you clothe our naked? Do you help the poor and the homeless? Because those are our people. And every little bit heals the heart of the collective. Council of Light, divine orchestration, helpers in the subtle realms. As we are releasing, breaking the chains, doing our healing work, stepping up to how we're being asked to lead, we are assisted by all of heaven, by all the angels, by all the saints, by all the gods and goddesses, no matter what path, if it is a being of the highest vibration of love that loves you unconditionally and is looking here to help you fulfill your soul mission on earth, then they are here right now trying to assist you on this path, saying, let's have this new beginning. Let's break the chain. because we are that powerful. And a mantra for rewriting our future came up to me. It's the Mool mantra. Mool is like Muladhara for the root chakra. And it goes Ek Ong Kar Satnam Kata Prak Nirbo Nirvair Akal Murit Ajuni Sebang Gur Prasad Ja Ad Such Jugad Such Habe Such Nanaka Hose Be Such. It is a mantra to rewrite your destiny. So if you feel like fate or destiny dealt you a really rough hand and you want some energetic help to lighten the load and at least smoothen the path, give you the strength and the bandwidth to make the mountains around you feel more like molehills. Ek Ong Kar Satanam Karta Purk Nerbo Nerver Akal Murit Ajuni Sebang Gur Prasad Ja Ad Such Jugad Such Habe Such Nanaka Hose Be Such. It came to me, so I'm just going to share it. It is to help. It is to help you in your healing. A great tool for all of you is Mantrapedia, like encyclopedia, but Mantrapedia by Spirit Voyage, A to Z, all sorts of Kundalini Yoga mantras, translations, transliterations. It is a helpful tool, especially if you want to be reading it. It is a phenomenal resource. But that is a mantra to help you, to help uplift you. And before we go, I'm going to pull a message, an oracle from the Kuan Yin Oracle deck, and see what loving, healing message she has for us. I got 4% battery on my computer, so if this goes out on me, guys, just know that I love you. Oh, that's like a whole book. Can we please get a clear, concise message for the collective? To tie up this reading, to really help us moving forward, standing in our power, standing in our light. Kuan Yin, what messages do you have for us? I'll take it. We have Bamboo Moon, card number 1, which goes with the Terra New Beginnings. I'll read each card individually using the book because it's just so beautiful and elegant and eloquent. Both. Elegantly put and eloquently put. Did you know that there are no mistakes in the universe, and all events, circumstances, relationships, and situations are unfolding in perfection with the timing and intelligence of the divine plan? Any apparent delay is in your favor. If something is happening for you right now, then perhaps that is perfect too. Divine timing is perfection. It is safe to trust this now. In the prayer for the bamboo moon, Kuan Yin, you surrender into the perfection of divine timing. Like the bamboo shoots preparing for fast growth and the beautiful moon growing full. Sometimes change is not so obvious, yet growth is still happening. Please help me realize all is in accordance with perfect timing in my own life and all of my plans, projects, and desires now. Fill my heart with your love and peace, beloved Goddess. Let the wisdom of the bamboo moon penetrate my soul. Om Mani Padme Hum. Call of the Dancing Crane, card number 4. I promise they've been shuffled quite a bit. Things pop out when they want to pop out. Dancing Crane, the call of the Dancing Crane. Dancing crane moves through water and muddy marsh with elegant grace. The mating call and dance of the crane is full of beauty, movement, and flow. There are times when the astral waters of our emotional life become stagnant and will benefit from a healing the movement, grace, and beauty of the dancing crane. The call of the dancing crane is a reminder that sound can be healing too. This is particularly so when your thoughts, beliefs, and emotional patterns do not support you in living the spiritual destiny you were born to live. So to me, this is all about shaking up the vibration, whether it's through movement, but really I'm hearing sound, whether it's listening to binaural beats or gong vibrations. Things can be muddy, but there are tools to get us through the muck and the mire. And when it comes to cutting through thoughts, beliefs, and emotional patterns, mantra is actually a really, really amazing tool to use your own voice like a gong to cut through emotional patterns, mental patterns, any sort of stagnicity, which is why we chant, why we work with the Nod and Kundalini Yoga. The sound current is such a powerful tool, and it's such a subtle tool. I actually had a download in meditation about hearing and the concept of hearing. And it's this: I'm speaking to you, and my words are vibration, and the vibrations are hitting your ears, bouncing off your eardrums, and this vibrations landing trigger receptors in the brain that translate it into language. That's just incredible. How words are just so powerful, and the sound of our own voice can cut through negativity, can cut through a stagnant vibration.